Oh, yeah.
All right, welcome to another Crossroads podcast with OHHDREAMER.
What's up?
Yo,
Dude, I'm stoked to be here, man. Thank you.
dude, I like what you got going on. First of all, the makeup, the face paint, and everything. I'm like, dude,
Yes.
that's sick.
Well, I wanted to get nice and pretty for you. Come on, man. I'm
Hey,
your guest.
yeah, dude, I was like, you know what? I put on like a little eyeliner and nail polish.
Oh, you know what? I appreciate it. Looks lovely. So,
Hey,
fantastic.
rad.
Fantastic work.
Yeah, I dig it. I like your whole area too, like your tapestry back there and your
Thanks.
guitars.
Yeah, man, I have like a little like horror shrine going on back here.
Yeah, I
So,
like that mask.
oh, which one? Oh,
The
Jason
Jason
Voorhees.
mask, yeah.
Cool.
Oh, you
Nice,
got
man.
a bunch more back there?
You know what? I have one back hanging up here, and then I have another Jason Voorhees mask up here. It's black though. It's like a shiny black, so it kind of blends in.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I collect masks.
Oh, cool, man. Actually, you know what? I have a few that I've put together myself, man. And
Oh,
actually,
dope.
you know what? I'll go ahead and start shouting people out. I got a homie, Flips World, on Instagram that makes his own masks too. You should check him out.
Flips World.
Flips World, yeah.
Okay,
It's
cool.
like Flips underscore World.
Nice. Yeah, I see. So with the name O Dreamer, since it makes me think of like your handles and stuff with O Dreamer, what was the basis of that name? Settling on
Yeah.
that.
So, so it kind of goes back before Dreamer came into it, right? So when I first started writing and recording my own music, kind of in my own space, I kind of went under the tag or the title "Suffering Makes Us," which was
Mm-hmm.
based off of a line in Little Miss Sunshine that just kind of struck a nerve. I don't know if
Yeah,
you're.
I heard that in your like video vlogs on your
Oh,
channel.
cool! Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah, I need to check more of those out because I was like, dude, these are dope.
Oh, awesome, cool, man. So anyway, as I kind of progressed, and I felt like I kind of had grown out of that name, and I started something called Project Dreamer. And so the dreamer aspect of it kind of just stuck with me through the years, and it really kind of resonated with me, coming from a, kind of a small country town and having these big aspirations to just be, a bit extreme and
Wait, where are
wild,
you from?
So I'm originally from a place called Brunswick, Maryland. Shout out to my Marylanders, yeah.
Nice. I've never been to the East.
Oh yeah, man, East Coast.
Where
So
are you now
it,
then?
so I'm based out of Tacoma, Washington
Oh,
now.
okay. Cool.
So real close to same vicinity as the Unforgiven.
Right.
Yeah, so we're kind of all right in the same
Yeah, that's
area.
how I connected with you was through them.
Yeah, man, they're
And
cool guys.
now I'm starting to tap into some more of, just who's in their network and
Cool, man. Oh, dude, I have some names that I can kick your way, dude. So, yeah.
yeah, dude, networking. But yeah, so back to how the
Oh, yeah,
name
we went down the
change.
rabbit hole. I have a tendency to do that.
Yeah,
So,
me too. Um,
so, so Project Dreamer was something that really resonated with me, and I kind of always took that daydreamer aspect into my approach in writing music. Somewhere along the line, it became O Dreamer
mhm,
with two H's.
mhm.
And I really think that it was just subject to like kind of like that Facebook, well, one of the old school fucking Facebook trends, you know what I mean?
Oh
I don't know
yeah.
if I can curse. I'm so sorry.
No, it's cool.
All right, bet. Um, and so I kind of had put that up into my name, and a buddy of mine, really good rapper, Jimmy Bones, he kind of came up to me one day, and or I think we might have been communicating, via text or something, but
Mhm.
during the conversation, he was like, dude, why don't you just go with that? And at first I was like, no, because that's kind of like a little bit more personal. And as the years kind of went by, and I just kept thinking about it, and I decided that, yeah, because that is such a personal like thing for me, that you know what? I'm gonna go with it. I'm gonna lean into that, and I'm gonna be a little vulnerable.
The O Dreamer, and actually just
Yeah,
stick with
yeah,
it.
yep. So I'm just gonna turn that into and really what it's kind of become at this point. Um, is really like a chimera. You know, it's just a mix of these previous years of being a musician, and it's ever evolving and ever changing. Um, you know, but that's kind of the beauty of music. You know, just follow, you know, the organics of it and see where it takes you. You know.
So, how long have you been making music, like other stuff,
Oh,
before you settled on this O Dreamer project?
oh man. Let's see.
Because it looks like you got guitars.
Oh yeah, yeah. So I got a good story about this guitar too. We'll get to that, but I
Nice.
think it's been like I guess I was probably 19 or 20 when I started writing and recording just with myself. And I was still, you know, in and out of bands during that time, but starting the journey as just like a solo musician or solo artist, I guess.
Hmm.
It's probably about, shit, man, like 16 years ago.
Nice. And so you produce, like when I was listening to your music, which, by the way, your music is like epic. It
Thank
literally
you.
has like super epic sounds, and you're singing. I was like, damn, dude, this got some pipes for
Dude,
sure.
I appreciate that, man. I really do.
And you got
Um,
like you'd be like wailing, and then you'd be like screaming, and kind of like growling. Like, man, there's a variety of like techniques here.
Yeah, man. You know, and like I said, I'm just kind of leaning into you know, the stuff that I like. There's a little bit of hip hop in there, or like, you know, kind of like underground you know, rap lyrics. I come from so many influences, and you know, I don't necessarily kind of pin myself down to like a particular genre, you
Right.
know?
Well, yeah,
So,
because when I first, I was thought you were gonna be more like the other dudes, where they kind of had the like more the rap metal
oh yeah,
sound, and I was like, whoa, this dude sounds more like, you sounded, you'd have even like a rave metal sound too.
yeah. Yeah.
Like it'd be like really upbeat, like techno rave
Yep.
singing metal style, and I was just like, dude, this is far out. So
Yeah,
props.
yeah, I appreciate that, man. I really, really do. You know, yeah, I'm just kind of exploring at this point, you know, and I'm at a point where I'm just kind of doing whatever I want to do because I can, you know, and because it's fun. And you know, and I kind of think for you know a couple of those years, I kind of lost my roots in that. You know,
Mm.
either looking at it too much of like a business angle or looking at it, you know, too much as just like an emotional outlet. You know, and I lost my balance. And
Right.
so now, you know, in really leaning into the you know the O Dreamer name and kind of where that came from, you know, I it's much more freeing now, you know, to just kind of go out and be extravagant.
Yeah, you're really actually not what I expected.
I
Like,
love
which is really
that. I
strange.
love that.
Yeah. And
All
it's
right, you
just
gotta
like,
elaborate though. Now I'm
okay,
curious, man.
because like even with the name O Dreamer, you know, people might think um like dreams, so they might think of like, oh, prettiness, happiness, light, and glitter and sunshine or something. And then, so I click your link and go to your Facebook, and the imagery is like darker. And so I was like, okay, so that was the first curveball. Um,
I
but
love
then,
that.
yeah, and then your music. I don't know, your music, it just, for some reason, it was, maybe it's because it also sounded so like beautiful in a
Oh,
weird like
you're gonna
dark,
mess up my makeup, bruh.
Ah, yeah, well, I just maybe I didn't expect it to sound so put together. So did you produce your music then?
I do. Yes.
Nice, even better.
Lots of hours of just trying new things. And um, I think we'll probably touch base on this again, but just really being open to new perspectives and experimenting with music that I wasn't comfortable with, if that makes
Hmm.
sense.
Right.
You know, so there's I feel very comfortable writing heavy metal and playing guitar and putting the drums together, and and I'm very I would say I'm comfortable with that composition, right? So stepping out of that and getting into a little bit more industrial or a little bit
Mm-hmm.
more electronica, right? Those things are still uh, a bit out of my comfort zone. I'm feeling more comfortable with them. And I'm drawing influence from, all of these different places as well. And um, so coming into this, it's really been a big experiment and just figuring out how I can expand my horizons and
Mm-hmm.
explore a little bit more outside of that comfort zone. But it's been fun. That's what's most important. It's been fun.
Yeah, true that. It's definitely got to be fun when you're doing it. Otherwise, the experience is not very enjoyable.
Exactly, and you absolutely need that balance. Like that is extremely important.
Yes, because the ones I even listened to, like, I listened to a bunch of different ones of yours today, just so I could kind of dive down your rabbit
Oh,
hole,
cool, man.
you know? And I'll
Right.
stay tuned because there's more I gotta check out. But I think some of them, so it didn't have guitar on some of those tracks too, or
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, so those tracks, no guitar. So this has all just been so far an electronic production.
Okay, cool.
Um, However, I do write, so believe it or not, some of these songs have actually started off on one of my acoustic guitars,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll kind of find a vocal melody and then hop onto my my keyboard and get into my DAW program
Yeah, it
and
sounded like you were using keyboard a lot to produce
yeah,
this.
and so I got a small one. It's like a mini,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what I'm using right now. Um, and I really really want to get a like a full size.
Mm-hmm.
I saw one at Costco the other day and sat down, tried to play it, and was like, "Whoa, this is different." Okay, never mind. See ya. Hella embarrassed, bro. I was like, I can't do this, man. So I've decided that I'm getting a full
I bet
size.
you could do it. I mean, if you know how to like play guitar. So what is that? What when you started playing music, was it like with guitar or what?
Uh, Initially, started off singing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. My dad tried to teach me how some basic guitar things, man, when I was young, and I was this is probably going to date me a little bit, but I was nose deep in a Sega Genesis, so I was just kind of not
Nice.
feeling it.
Yeah,
And
Sega's rad.
yeah, oh yeah.
Classic.
So and then about 15 is when I kind of decided, really found a passion for singing and and just kind of vocalizing, that teenage angst in a
Hmm.
positive way, despite the appearance and maybe some some stereotypes along the way.
Oh, yeah, true that.
There is a positivity that I like to bring to music, even if it doesn't seem uh, apparently so in the application, if that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I mean,
I kind of went on a tangent.
yeah, it's
I
no, no,
did.
no. But
Oh,
that
I did.
really,
I'm just kidding.
hey, dude, that's my life. I'd be going off tangent to tangent, and I'm like,
I do, man. Yeah.
where? But then I always end up back. I find my way back. But yeah, it is. It's like a kind of it would like scare people away sometimes, even just like the look or imagery, and
Oh yeah.
that's when I'm like, whoa, this is interesting, and it kind of draws you in even more because the music sounds so good too, like the singing, especially where I was like, whoa, dude, this be sounding You know, I you know, sometimes it would remind me of like even when like Corey Taylor sings.
Oh, I love Corey Taylor, man. Oh,
Yeah, and I was like, whoa, that definitely sounds like this, and it would be more of like I don't know, you just have a really good like rock singing voice too.
I appreciate
And then
that.
those
I really do.
screams and those like, rah, rah, I was like, you know, you kind of have to dial those in.
I
Not
like.
you personally, but I'm like, and people in general, I was
Yeah,
like, dude,
yeah.
this guy's like got all these different techniques dialed in.
Yeah, you
Props, man.
know, yeah, man, and I can see where that may be unpleasant, for some. And I'm no
Oh, yeah.
stranger to that, you know what I mean? And especially with, the imagery and, kind of, what I like to do, I suppose.
So
Um,
what, like with the imagery, what inspires the imagery and why going with the
man.
theatrics of it?
Yeah, so I like to look at it as an absolute Rorschach. It is just ever changing, and I don't have a particular look, so to speak. Again, constantly experimenting with new things. Painting it up, taking it off, painting it up, and taking it off. Just
Nice.
to, really become the chimera that O Dreamer is, because it isn't necessarily one face all of the time. So I really like to lean into being the character as well.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm glad you went into character for this too. I'm super stoked.
Yeah.
Dude, so cool. So,
Unfortunately, everybody still gets my personality and dad jokes,
what?
which, by the way, you're about due for one. So I would
Nice. Well, yeah, but and that's another thing that was cool about your channel was, you know, when I seen you, because I was like, okay, let's see. I see some pictures and imagery, like some stills you would have for some like album artwork,
yeah.
and then, but when you're talking in the studio without the makeup on, I was like, that kind of was a curveball too, because it's, you know, shows that alter ego
You know what?
dynamic there.
Yes, absolutely. There is so part of the O Dreamer character experience, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Is there is a constant duality. It occurs and appears in a lot of the lyrical content.
Mm-hmm.
I really like to delve into that because uh, what you said, I would absolutely agree with. I think that if somebody would see me in the grocery store like this, right, out of context,
Oh,
they
right,
would
yeah.
probably be a little, like, what's going on with this guy, you know?
Oh, right, yeah.
However, lo and behold, I'm not gonna, you know, bite a head off of a bat, in 2021 at least.
Right, yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? Ozzy got away with it.
Yeah, dude. It's a whole nother story nowadays.
For real. So I appreciate that, and I really appreciate your kind words today, man. And when it comes down to like the the philosophy of it all, right, and the philosophy behind the duality and the duality in the lyrics, right? These are all things that I struggle with, or philosophies that I have that are on my mind. So um, it's all kind of interconnected, and it really, really, I think, makes for a new experience for me at least. So um,
Yeah, for sure. And so, well, I guess, and with the philosophy, because like with the unholy and the black craft, what is black craft? Is that a brand or
I
a
am so glad that you asked that because I just emailed them about an endorsement, and I'm really
nice?
hoping that they're like, "Oh hell yeah!" So for anybody watching this out there in the ether right now, this is the guy that should be endorsed by Blackcraft. But
Dope.
it's
I
it's
dig
a
it.
Yeah, they're a clothing company based out of Anaheim, California.
Nice.
Yeah,
And
man.
so when you produce your music and you release it yourself too, then
I do.
just
Yep.
under the O Dreamer brand, or is there any other like
Uh,
label?
yes. So, excuse me.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, so I've been playing with the idea of maybe doing a label, right? And I
Mhm.
use that term very loosely.
Mhm.
Really, I what I would like to create is a collective of oddities, right?
Mhm.
Artists that, kind of don't really belong anywhere else, right? And create a
Right.
space for that, and just see what happens, So that's something that I've been playing with and I've been thinking about, but for the right now, it's just all through my YouTube.
Nice. So YouTube mainly. I've seen that you said that
Yeah,
too. You're like, this is gonna be my main platform that I upload all the O Dreamer stuff
yep,
to.
yep. As of right now, it'll just be YouTube.
Oh, okay, cool. Wait, are you on Spotify or anything like that?
You know what? I am not at the moment. I'm going to be doing a like a limited release for "Arise for All That Is Wicked," which is the tracks that you've
That's what
heard.
I was listening to. I
Yeah.
listened to 3 of them, I think.
Yep. Yep. And so there's going to be 6 tracks on there total. I have 4 on YouTube, 2 unreleased. So I'm going to put those on there, and I'm going to add a couple bonus tracks as well, some other unreleased stuff, and I'm going to do a 30 copy run, right? We'll get through that, and then I'm
Oh,
going
of
to be
physicals?
focusing. Yep, physicals. Yeah, and
Nice.
I've got some other goodies in there too, right? I've got a couple signed prints, some of the imagery that you saw.
Nice.
I actually have a background in photography, so um, a
Oh,
lot of
okay,
the
cool.
imagery is things that I've shot over the years. Um,
Oh, I'm gonna touch back on your photography after you
oh yeah,
talk
for
about the
sure.
package, yeah.
And then there's going to be another couple goodies here and there. And yeah, I think that's about it. But after that, I'm gonna focus a little bit more Spotify, and I'm not really
Yeah,
sure like what
um,
the other ones are. I know Spotify. That's the only one you really hear about.
yeah, yeah, there's like 1,000, but, yeah, for what I could recommend just from my own experience was DistroKid's pretty cool. They have like a monthly thing or a yearly subscription.
They're
Um,
actually what I was originally looking at.
mhm.
So that was probably the route that I was gonna go.
And then
Was
CD
okay.
Baby is really good too for like since especially because you produce all your music.
I'm gonna write that
You know, yeah, CD Baby is good for
down.
like I think it might be like 70 or 80 bucks to like publish your music and get your copyrights with like ASCAP or BMI. So it's like, yo, this is,
Nice.
you know, license yours, protect yourself. Because I'm like, man, those, when you spend all that time and energy writing those and orchestrating, because, that whole song and your lyrics, I
Yeah.
like how you put your lyrics too in the descriptions.
Yeah, man. I'm very much so interested in lyrics because I always want to know what people have to say. I'm very curious about, people's perspectives, I mean, that's how we learn. So I love it when I go and click on like a YouTube video, there's a song that I love, I would love to read the lyrics kind of along with that. And
Hmm.
for me personally, I don't like it when they're like bouncing across the screen because I feel like I don't have enough time for it to like register like
Mm.
like what the story is really about. So I put them in the description. I wish other people would.
Right, yeah. Is there any sort of like story or concept? I mean, I guess, you know, yeah, because, some people be writing, they'd be like, yo, it's just, we'll go to the party and, smoking, drinking, booty, booty. And I'm like,
Yeah.
that's not really Oh Dreamer's type of
No,
music.
no, it's not.
So
And I have
what is it, I guess, behind your? music?
Like, are you?
Like, I guess, what is it really that inspires you to even make the music?
Okay. Um, Man, really, I want to impact. I want to
Or do
have an impact on people.
because I'd be like, do you draw up a sigil and summon magic powers
Yeah.
from another dimension? Yeah.
um, no, but that sounds awesome. So anytime that you want to give that a try,
Right,
man,
yeah.
let's hit it up.
Light a candle at least, you know.
Yeah, black flame candle, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
write that one down.
Excellent. um, it. I really want to. I want to make an impact on other musicians and music lovers. Um, the same way that my musical heroes and biggest influences really kind of made an impact on me. Not to say that I feel like I am any far superior mentally than anybody else, but what I think, and in my opinion, I think that I found a different way to appreciate music, and it was just different for me. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? And to really get into lyrics like Corey Taylor or Maynard James Keenan, and really like try to put
I
yourself
heard that
behind a
Maynard influence
person.
in your music. Tool.
Oh,
I could
thank you.
hear that. Yeah, I was like, this definitely gives me the Tool vibes.
Oh man, I love Maynard. Yeah, he's just such a great lyricist, and I love being able to get lost in that story. So that is my intention, and that is what I am uh, trying to create as well.
So wait, what is the name of this project again? I can't.
Which one? Mine?
Yeah, the Wicked one. Um,
Oh, arise for all that is wicked.
Arise for all that is wicked.
Yes. Yeah,
That's
that's the
wicked.
name of the studio. That's what I was going for.
Nice.
Hell
So
yeah.
have you put out other O Dreamer projects, or is this like the?
First one.
Oh, okay, dope.
Yep, this is the first one. So this is I'm just over a year into this project.
Have you been performing as O Dreamer?
No, that is up and coming. I've got my first show booked in February at, I believe, man, I really hope that the Seattleites around here don't crucify me for this, or maybe I do. I don't know. It could be
Right.
Um, it's either the high rise or the high dive,
Hmm.
but it's a
Oh
place.
yeah, the High
Place.
Dive. I remember checking that place out.
Okay, the high dive.
Like it's a dive bar, but it's like a high classy or something, a
I
little
can't
more,
wait.
something like that. Yeah.
I can't wait to check it out.
Which is the other thing that kind of shocked me about you, which was the other curveball you sent me was, some people might take the imagery and think, oh, they might think like, I don't know, they might think one thing, but what I can say is I was like, whoa, this person's really articulate. And it seems like they really take their time with putting their project together, and some people
Yeah.
might think you just throw it together.
Well, I think that, as a musician, um, as a stepfather, as an influencer,
Oh,
an
you're a
educator,
stepfather.
G-man, I am.
Mm.
As a human being, right? I think that it's our duties, to fight those stereotypes, and I love that, and I love, being that example of something that might be a bit extreme to take in at first, but realize, that I'm not going to sacrifice you to the Dark Lord,
Right.
And really, dude,
Well, that's good.
it cracks me up, man. Just before this, I was posting weird faces. I mean, come on, like I
Right.
was
Yeah, I
posting,
do. I see that right here.
oh yeah, could you see?
Yeah.
I love that. It was like me in like a Zoom window. It was like, you know what, man? Send this to your friends without any context and just let me know what they respond with, it,
right?
it it's hilarious to me, And so at the end of the day, man, if you can't have fun with it, you probably shouldn't do it,
Yeah, that's true.
right?
So, I mean, it seems like you could do more than have fun with it, though. It seems like you could build it into a good business.
Well,
The O Dreamer,
I do have
you
some,
know.
a business plan, I guess, if you will, in place. Some other things that
Because
I'm
I
working on.
imagine your show to be pretty, I mean, sure, you could just get up there and like do your thing, but I'm like, no, this guy probably has like like a possible vision.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, I do have a vision. I want it to be an experience. You
Mm-hmm.
know, there will be shows, especially in the beginning, where that experience might, you know, be a little bit more on budget.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. That's the
But
way it is in the underground, like
dude, it
independent
is,
artist
man.
world, you know?
Yeah, man, dude, self-funded, self-made. And and actually I'm gonna go off on a tangent for a minute because when you look at people like, I'm gonna call out some greats here, but when you look at people like Tech Nine, when
Mm-hmm.
you look at people like Whitney Payton,
Mm-hmm.
when you
I
look
was
at people
actually
like,
thinking about hitting her up. Because I've connected with her in the past, but she was another one I was thinking, I might hit her up for this
dude, you
podcast.
should, man. She's so cool, dude. Yeah. But when you think about, these artists that are self-made, and it's really just about getting out there and doing it and trying,
Yeah.
and
Connecting, networking, even doing this.
yeah. Yeah, man, this is fun. I love doing this kind of stuff, I love
I'm
just
just
talking to people
starting
in general.
with the podcasting, you know.
Nice, man. Dude, I think that you're going to do great things, and I hope that you do.
Hey, thanks. And I believe the same for you. Ditto. But
Should we
yeah, you were
kiss?
saying
Should we
Tech
camera
Nine.
kiss?
Oh.
Mm.
That was my first virtual camera kiss.
You know what, man? I'm here for you, brother.
Hey, man, I got a little dolled up, you know.
Yeah, you know what? I love the eyeliner, man. It looks fantastic.
I only very rarely do I ever bust it out, but there is a dark side to me. There is a light side to me, and there's a dark side. So that
Well,
duality you're talking about in your projects.
it exists within all of us, my friend. I know. I love that.
Yeah,
It
and
really
just
does.
and the in the world, and that's what's cool about doing this is because I'm gonna be able to branch into more people that are along your lines and connect with more artists like yourself.
Yeah,
Cause
man.
and I do want to do it in person one day. That's the goal, is to then line up tours again. I've done them in the past, but not since COVID, and so
Yeah. Yeah,
then I'd like
COVID
to rock
really
with
put a
all kinds of different people. Like
that's the only way, that's the only way we learn. You have to get out of that comfort zone. You know what I mean? If I only hung out with metalheads, you know what I mean? I would have never learned about Whitney Payton or Twisted or Tech Nine. You know what I mean? I mean, there's so much out there, and everybody's got a story. You know what I mean? I,
yeah,
I I absolutely love going to shows and meeting people and talking to people. Even shows that I'm not, not even like performing at. But
yeah.
just
Get
shows in
out there,
general.
network, and check out the show.
But man, COVID really just put a monkey wrench in everything.
Yeah, for sure. Hopefully, I mean, it's just one of those things that we're just gonna have to live with.
Yep,
You know.
unfortunately so.
Uh,
Right, regardless of all the bullshit and the politics and all
yeah.
that, it is what it's it is where it's at right now. You know what I mean? So, but I mean, I just went to a show not too long ago. My fiance and I, we went up to Seattle to see Ginger play. Fantastic. It was
Who?
Ginger.
Ginger. I
Yeah.
don't know if I might check out Ginger.
Oh man.
What's Ginger?
So it's Jinjer. Dude, you have got to check them out.
A
They're
band?
super
A
good.
metal
Yeah.
band or something?
Yep.
Ukrainian. Cool.
Yeah. So the lead singer, Tatiana, she has got some pipes, my friend. Guitar work, flawless. Drummer, flawless. Bass player's dope as hell.
So did you ever do? You just work solo? Do you ever collaborate with any people or?
Yes, yes, I do. Yeah. So I've got some stuff in the works actually with the homies in Unforgiven. Um,
Nice.
we've got some other things in the works with a couple other artists. That's still kind of under wraps for right now, but some good things coming out there. And then a good friend of mine, Jimmy Bones, him and I are going to be working on some stuff together here coming up. I'm hoping relatively soon. I'd say hopefully by the new year.
Nice.
Yeah, man.
Well, did you have a deadline on your other project?
So yes and no.
Mm.
Um, I am aiming for sometime in December. That was also the goal last year, but then we started the house hunt right about the same time,
Mm-hmm.
so that took up all the time. You know what I mean? So I didn't really have the time to dedicate to music that I really wanted to. Um, so I'm hoping December.
Nice.
I'm hoping.
Well, it sounds like you're getting there on it then.
Yeah, man. So it's coming up. It's 23rd to tonight. Yeah. So it's coming up. It'll be late December, I'm sure. Um, I don't know. Let's say the 27th. That sounds like a good date. Sounds like a good date
Nice.
to aim for.
What yeah, I guess do you celebrate Christmas? I had to ask since it just made me think that.
That whole experience was
uh,
amazing.
yeah, I was like, I just had to throw that one out.
Yes, I celebrate Christmas. And I don't I don't necessarily I celebrate Christmas.
Nice, yeah, yeah.
Yes.
It's our lives these days in this world.
I love it,
But
man. I love
yeah,
it.
dude. Sorry if it's like, well, yeah, because those other guys, when I asked them, I was like, well, you guys are like kind of religious, and they're like, I mean, like anti-religious,
Yeah.
I'd say, yeah.
I have I am very outspoken with my opinion that I don't necessarily believe in the what we would consider the like the Christian theology or the Catholic theology, right? I believe you were
Right.
brought up in a Catholic household.
Oh yeah, Catholic,
Yeah.
Christian, and then just later in life, I like dove into all other kinds of religions or spiritual beliefs, and
Yeah. So I don't have a damn thing against any of that. And I really don't. And I love to actually, you know what? I was actually just having a conversation with a good buddy of mine. His name's Frank. And he is, a devout Christian. I believe his terms, I hope I don't butcher this, an evangelicist
something
Christian.
like that. Evangelical,
Something like that, man, and I feel
evangelist.
so bad. Oh, yes, that's it.
Yeah,
That's it,
yeah.
man. I feel so bad that I didn't say that correctly, so I apologize for that. But and him and I just having friendly conversations, right? Just friendly debates, and
Jeez,
it's
that'd be an
really
interesting
not about.
conversation for sure to
I
listen
love it,
to, you
man.
know?
And I'm never in a position to go into a conversation like that and want to change anybody's mind, right? And honestly, I just enjoy having the conversation to begin with. I think that the fact that somebody that knows, where I align in regards to all of that would still be comfortable to have that conversation with me. I love that, and that means a lot to me. And I just love learning about people, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things, when it's a pretty, when you put an upside down cross on your face, it's a message to the world of like, it definitely sends that message. And like I say, some people might just take it as a surface message.
100%.
And then, like I said, when I can dive into your music and kind of get an idea of like, you know, because to me it's fascinating. I don't subscribe to any certain belief or political this or that. And
Yeah.
yeah, dude. So I just dig to see what people do with their art and creativity and their energy, you know?
Yeah, man. There are people that look at, that would look at this and completely shut off, right?
Yeah,
And
some folks. I think
and
it's rad
those,
though.
yeah, I appreciate that. And right out of the gates, I don't feel like I would need to really even associate myself with those individuals because I don't think
Yeah,
that
why?
I will never learn anything from them, and they will never learn anything from me because their mind has already been made up.
Hmm.
Yeah, I do understand that, I'm a bit explicit and a bit extravagant here and there. Um,
Well, you haven't
and
made any videos yet, music videos?
in the works. And
Because I'm
that
like, oh, I
is,
bet those are gonna be whatever you got cooking in your mind for
oh,
visuals. I'm like, well, he's probably got something pretty creative.
yeah, that's gonna be a whole new level, man. And I've been working on. I actually printed out like storyboards, so I've
Nice.
been just rough sketching this idea that
Oh,
I
because you're
have.
actually a photographer.
Yes, yes, I am.
So yeah, what did your I'm gonna have to check more of your photography.
Hmm. Yeah, after this, man, I'll totally send you a couple prints that I got going on, man. Yeah, you'll dig it.
Nice.
You'll
What you
dig it.
got they're online? You got a little
So I did have them kind of up on Instagram.
mm-hmm.
I made the decision that though I will still do photography and pursue that as a hobby,
Mm-hmm.
um, that I really wanted to focus more of that creative energy on music. So yes, they were up, and I'm not sure if the Instagram page is still alive, but
True
yes,
that. I know how that is.
yeah, yeah. It just kind of,
Especially
it's just too much.
well, yeah, especially when you finally if you go through some changes and then like you say you finally settle on like in my mind I'm like, okay, you've definitely honed in on your craft, you know.
Yeah, I'm starting to feel, kind of like I was saying earlier. I'm feeling more comfortable with some of these newer elements that I'm playing around with, and I really feel like it's kind of starting to round out a little bit more. So we'll see what happens, man.
Yeah, dude. I'm looking forward to it. I'm stoked.
Hell
So yeah,
yeah.
it sounds like you got a show planned for the future, an album to release, music videos coming out. Yeah, dude, I'll stay connected. Eventually, I'm gonna be
Absolutely.
putting on some shows and getting back out there in the world, and
Hell yeah.
I'll keep you in mind for when I'm out there, cause I've gone through Tacoma, but I've never put on a show. Wait, maybe I
Ooh,
have.
really?
Tacoma? You said you're going over
Oh,
to Seattle?
Seattle for the show in February.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, Seattle's definitely what I'm gonna focus on for Washington.
Yeah.
I've done stuff in Spokane,
Yeah, Spokane as
hmm
well. Yep.
but I never really done anything in Tacoma.
Dude, swing through, man. We'll kick it.
You guys, do they put shows on out in Tacoma?
They do. Yeah, so there's some
Okay.
places around here.
Like what are they? Bar venues? And
Yeah, they're bar venues. The names elude me at the moment.
true that. Yeah, I'll check them out and I'll stay tuned at what's going on where in your area. And
Hell
one
yeah,
day
dude.
I want to put together some projects that are because when I heard you sing, I was like, damn. Somewhere along the line, I'm gonna try to collaborate with you.
Oh man, I would
Yeah.
love to. I know, man. I see the equipment in the back. I know you gotta be a musician.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
definitely.
Absolutely. Oh
And
shit, bro. Do
I
you
would
have
just be
where's your music at?
Well, I've been rebranding everything into Crossroads. I have all kinds of music, and I produce beats, all sorts of different beats for different artists. You know.
Oh shit, dude.
Um,
I want to check out some of your stuff. You need to hit me with some links, bro.
yeah, I'm all over the place because I'll be like, I might make some like soft, happy shit, and then some stuff that's like super heavy and dark and
Love it.
pretty all over the place. But it's just it depends on the project, you know,
I feel
and
it,
the
man.
vibe with
I
the
love it.
project.
Yep.
So, yeah, what was the story with that guitar before I let you go?
Oh yeah, man. So my dad got me this guitar, gave me this guitar for my 18th birthday. And as you can see, right, I have it sanded down at the moment.
Hmm.
Dude, this guitar has been through hell and back.
Nice.
It's been through the road. It's been through a bonfire. I mean, it has literally been through hell. I've had
That
to make
even
repairs
better. If
on
it's
it.
gone through hell, then that guitar, you know, it gives it that much more
Yep.
of a
And I
story.
and I think I kind of decided on not refinishing it.
I like
I,
it like that, you know, and that's
yeah,
one of the things with the Crossroads, why I've kind of settled on that name, just because like rock and roll or whatever with the legend of the Crossroads,
I love it.
and I'm
Yeah.
like, dude, that's a
Crossroads
Crossroads
beat.
guitar right there.
Oh,
I'm gonna
hell
go make a
yeah.
deal, dude.
Hell yeah, it is.
Yeah, dude. Well, dang, I don't know if there's
Love
anything
it,
else
man.
we really need to cover. I think we've had a rad conversation, dude.
Hey, man, absolutely. I appreciate you so much, and
Yeah,
thank you
you
so
too.
much for letting me come on and hang out and shoot the shit for a little bit, man.
Yeah, thank you for making the time and getting yourself all ready, dude.
Oh,
That
hell yeah.
Dude, yeah. And I'm just getting going. This will be like 24, 25-ish right now.
Cool.
So, you know, it shouldn't be too much longer into the new year before there's like 100 in the bank. And hopefully it helps everybody just discover each other and network.
Man,
And
that's what
then,
it's all about, man. We got to build the community. We got to keep it all alive, man, and we got to lean into, these new horizons, man. I love it.
dude, well, I'm stoked to see that, you know, Oh Dreamer, the dreams, it seems you're turning them into
I'm here,
your
baby.
reality in life. It's
I'm
rad.
here.
I
It's
dig it.
happening. We making it happen.
Well, sweet. Well, thank you for doing the Crossroads podcast. We'll have to do it again in the future. You know, maybe when you have another project like, oh, I'm about to release this now, or you got this going
Absolutely.
on, you can do some promo,
For sure.
and I'll just stay connected with you, and then one day we'll meet in person.
Hell yeah, man. Yeah. We'll have
I'll,
ourselves a
I'll
beer.
ha- or I'll ha- I mean, it looks like I might be able to draw up sigil and like
You might just be able to
open up a
summon from
portal. Yeah, exactly. I don't know.
Have
Well,
a PBR waiting for me. That's what you
uh,
got to put in the middle of my sigil.
okay, I will remember that. Cold or warm? I don't know. You might like them warm.
Room temperature.
Room temperature. Okay,
That's right.
perfect. I'll remember that. All right, well, I look forward to it.
Hell
Thank
yeah,
you.
my man.
All right.
Appreciate it, brother.
All right. Rock on.
Cheers.